All right, let's go. Now, I want to ask you nicely, ever so nicely. Oh, I'm glad you're there because I can talk to you. You see, we can have a dialogue. There's nobody else to shoot than me. Okay, cool. All right, now we're going to lay it in quickly. We're going to just, this is what I want you to do, just to play something like this. Just the square. You know, when we do our warm-up for our drawing, we block things in. You want to dominate space. You want to use the space intelligently. And this is so important that we place this. Actually, the paper is cool because you can crop easily. But you still want to be in charge of this. This essentially is a square drawing. And that's where I put the chair up there on purpose. It's kind of part of our design element we're going to use. We're going to have to take some readings. Now this is going to go out. The foot's going to go out. So I may just stay in this. I want an angle on this leg. Just do. And let's use our cast shadows. All right, let's come up here. We'll center the form. We're going to move this over. All right, let's go. Now, you see, I placed, this is my wish list. Could be great if this could be doable. Now we'll see if I can draw the face properly and place it properly. This could work. Now all of my scale is going to come from here. I'll take all my readings from the head and then the finish of the head. So let's get going. I'm going to place the nose here for scale, and then this nose and the eye will create our scale. This is really important. This plane is very, very important. Boy, I've been away for a while, and I was afraid I wouldn't be able to draw. I'm not sure. I'll get back to you. I'll let you know. Now, you want to get this pattern. You want to get a definite pattern because at this scale, this is all you're going to have. This pattern right here. Now, I set him there because I want to get this diagonal. I did something I shouldn't have done. I'm going to suggest that you draw your lip form in before you do the mustache. And you place it on top of the form like this, and that way you get that nice wide area. Okay? This is all halftone here. You see how much time I'm spending here? This is 70% of your time. This is where you are industrious. This is your industrious period. Down here, you're lazy. industrious, lazy. Because this is the key to your drawing right here. And today, if we may not get to paint, you may not get to paint, but believe me, oh, that's a smaller form. The time spent here is really, really, really important. Now you're going to take your eraser, because I see a real nice hard edge here. I want that hard edge. And remember, I redrew this to get a hard edge. Hard edge is primordial. That's what you've got to have to make it really, really work. This is hard edge here. Hard edge, hard edge. Now I see these forms are a little repetitive, so I'm going to just do a little better, try to design something a little more attractive. And hair mass. And don't feel bad about putting a lot of hair mass. That's the beauty. I think, Patrick, one time you came, you cut your hair or something. I was devastated. I was afraid you'd walk in with a nice, crew cut or something. Didn't sleep last night. Okay, scale. That's scale right there. Scale. Now, I know this is going to sound, for people who haven't experienced this, generally you take my drawing courses before you do this. This is called the pull through, and what we do is we just pull. This is our halftone, you see? This is our halftone. You're obliged to go with a halftone. Now this is, and you go into the universe. You take your color through the form into the background. And I'm doing this for you right now because I want you to notice how we do it. I'll put a form on the top here. Make it a little bigger, get scale. We're going to get scale with our planes. So we have our halftones and our lights, and we've designed where we want our hard edges to be. In other words, we own this little guy. We own him. Now I'm going to go in and I'm going to hit my darks again, and we're going to move on. Now, I'd like to have you stay as long as you can possibly allow yourself in this area, because I'm going to say this again, all scale, all painting, everything is keyed from this passage right here. Now we got a nice hard edge right here, a nice hard edge here. I'm going to put the eye in here, bring it over, and bring this down. This is all halftone. And dark, nice dark, nice dark. And let's put the ear in here. We'll be one with that ear as we go. Okay, basta. Basta, basta. Now, if you use your finger to move your charcoal around, you will leave a real cool kind of a thing. That's the oil in your hand. Isn't that nice? I like that sometimes. Sometimes I don't. But just know that you can have that as a secondary matière. Comment on dit matière? Matière. I don't know what matière is in English. Texture. Voila. Okay, I'm going to leave this. I'm going to leave this open because I want to. If I do that, we get a nice atmospheric feel. And this is how I want you to start your painting. Right here, we have everything there now. All right, I'm going to get my scale from the beard to the top of the hat. And this is really important that we do this. I'm going to come down 1.5. One and a half. And I'm going to line up the. Oh, Stephen, you dog. Look at that. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. I'm going to put a few things in here, so visually I'm going to see if I'm happy with this. I'm not sure. Anytime you have an angle, just take your charcoal and use that as a wonderful, just use that angle. Now we're going to talk a lot about how to paint material. That's why I brought in the closed model. I still don't, that's not going to work. It's not going to work. What's my reading? Where did I, you know what, I'm going to take another reading, sorry. It's almost, okay, if I come down here, take that up. Didn't like the way it reads. There, that's better. All right, neck form, hair form. All right, I like that better. You see when you have these little areas here, one to the other, that little smaller area, that's where you really create a lot of beauty. Now, you guys who take the drawing class, you know how to draw the lower leg. You do that, just draw the leg in. Draw the leg in. Here again, we're going to start to take some measurements. I'm not sure I like that line. All right, so let's take some measurements quickly. 1, 2, 3, 4.5. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's going to be 4. I don't have room. Oh, let's get the shoe size. Now, I wanted the shoe there because it's almost 1.5. Because the scale of the shoe is, the bigger it is, the more attractive the drawing can be. I'm going to pull that over. Now, when we draw the shoe, we draw a foot. And now, if you take in the class, we have the top of the foot, and we have the bone of the toe, and we put the toe. So that this is actually, we're just drawing the foot because we learned to do it in class. So now we're going to do it here, and we have the heel. Okay.
So Steve,
yeah.
It's probably because I'm standing, but it looks like the knee is really high. Mm-hmm. And the question is whether or not the knee is about a head length below that shoulder, or whether you're...
No, but you see, I'm down lower.
Yeah.
Much lower.
Much lower, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's something you control. I may even take it up. I have to see. There's one thing we have to talk about also, is the fact that I'm going to be drawing. I'm going to put a fold in here. I'm going to be drawing my drawing, and I'm going to say, oh, we copy what we see up here. We learn to do that. It's really, really important. I'll draw while I talk here. So what you learn to do is to say, what I really want to say, I want this knee even higher. I want this to be even higher. I want this, because you're going to learn to own it. It's really important that we go through this system to copy, and then say, that's not what I want. What I want is this and this and this. Because when you do, sometimes when you really fulfill, you really copy, really fidel, it's not the best. So I'll get back to that. I find this is too long now. That is too long. Because he's in the chair. Yeah. He's in the chair. So can I ask you really nicely to go back and constantly, 1, 2, 3, constantly do a control. Yeah. And I love that hand. I don't like the knee form. I'm going to bring it up a little bit. I want to really make a knee form. I'm going to give the viewer a knee form. I want to give the viewer a nice little form here. There we go. We'll lay this guy in. Now we can control that easily. Again, it's a little more than 1. Ah, amazing, amazing. All right, so that's that. Lay in my chair form. I'm going to pull this out. We mentioned that. Give that a little more volume, I think. Here. I'm going to take a read quickly. Quickly. 1, 2, 3.5. 1, 2, 3.5. And you guys aren't seeing anything up there, are you? That's cool. But everyone can see all right here? No? Yes? No?
Half of us can say or cannot, the others can't make up their mind.
Before I go any farther, I'm going to destroy this. I think I have enough just now. I can start to go into my halftones. So let's go. This forces you to go abstract right away. That's what I love about it. We prime the pump here. We're priming the pump. And let's go, let's pull this through. The reason I do this quickly now, because you're going to destroy it anyway. So let's just get it, we'll be lay it in, we're cool.
You have to do that with a light touch, don't you? Otherwise, you could really take out a lot of your line.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
The pressure that you put as you are moving the charcoal across the figure, you use a light touch.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you could, if you do too heavy, you can destroy the lines.
They're really, yeah. You can scrub if you want, but you kind of want to keep your drawing there. You've kind of worked at that. The reason I love this is because you see, you're already not too, here, light touch, because it's a lighter color. You're not too preoccupied with little pieces of drawing. Now, we've laid it in pretty well. There's a lot of things we can do. Well, you know what I want to do? I want to do this. I'm going to pull this whole thing like that. Voila, there we go. Okay, that should just about do it. You can tap your board like that. You don't want to blow it all over the room. And now we can go in and start to work. Now we can start to work. Now, I like the fact that it's exaggerated. This really hasn't been exaggerated. We're pretty close to what we see there. Oh, you know what I want to do? I want to do this. Half-tone pasta. Remember, we're going to paint, right? So let's clean up some of these things.
So when you're drawing, what would you be thinking about differently since you're going to be painting over?
Well, now I've established like an overall gray mass. And when I paint, I'm going to start establishing color and form, and I'll just paint light forms in here. You'll see as we go. I'll be hitting light forms. Color choices. What I want to do here is I'll establish this line. That's all I need. I want a heavier line here. See, there's a fold there, but I want to really make it work. And I'm going to design immediately what I want to say here. When you have you see that the sweater, see all those moves, see all that stuff that's going on? I'm going to ask you nicely to pick 1, 2, maybe a third up here, and that's it. And that's it. It's done. Descriptive line. The people have taken my drawing class, my painting class. Descriptive line. That's it. We're cool. Descriptive line for the chair. That's it. We're cool. Descriptive line. This is a darker mass back in here. All right. Now, I am always uptight when I'm doing my demos because the hands do take time. I'm going to bring that up. And I just I'm not really in the mood that you lose all that time. I'm just going to place it in here, and I'll try to get it later with my paint so we don't spend too much time here. But I do want you to spend time. This is my shadow. It's really important that we have a beautiful shadow pattern here. Voila, et voila. That's your hand. This is actually, when you go to material, you'll always take a darker halftone. It's halftone dark. There's no highlight, particularly with this material, because if it was silk, then you got a lot of highlights, and good luck. Horrible. So, all right. Now this little guy is almost done for me. I'm going to find the edge of the form. I'm going to do this. Let's define the little, they're gonna have an opening here, have an opening here, goes over. I'm gonna put a top on the form. Bring the top over here. I'm going to bring it just an opening in here. What I'm hoping, what'll happen is we will be able to define the form without too much need of info. I'm going to put that up a little bit, a little more debonair. This is important that we have these little busy areas coming through. I'm going to bring this over. It's a good change of pace here. Good change of pace. Just a touch over here, it's half tone. I'm going to change my color mask here. I'm not going to go with a earth color. I'm going to go with a complementary. I'll have to find my way as I go. See, da 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 da, quiet, quiet, da 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 da. This is keep that nice and gray, quiet. Get a little bit of edge in here, put edge on some of these things. All right. Okay, now that's there. This is coming out. I'll put a fold here. A shadow pattern. Pull our shadow right in here. Voila. And we have one here. We have a nice triad. Beautiful triad right there. 3 points. Let's go with that. Okay, so I want that there, that there. That's about it. That's not bad. I think when I get back, when I start to paint, I'll do some of these because I don't want to take all day here. I'll catch it with a paint. I don't like that form. I'm going to pull that over. That's cool. That's cool. There we go. There we go. Bring this over. And this is going to be a nice block of color. And this has a nice vertical. I'll pull that down.
So are you going to define the chair on the bottom at all?
Yeah, that's a good question. That's an excellent question. Yeah, that's a good idea. Let's do that. Let's do that before we go any farther. Oh, we have another nice highlight. I'm gonna get that. All right, I like that. I'm gonna have to take this down now. All right, let's go over here. And over here. Less is more. I'm gonna make that a little smaller. Let's just keep that just about like that. Okay, let's break. Let's break. I'm gonna turn this a minute, just a minute. I gotta see what we got. See what I want to do? I want to find a nice pattern. I don't like that. I want to find a nice pattern. I'm looking for a nice, something I can put my hat on. Yes,
Steve,
dear.
you just did
Yes.
something really interesting with the hair on the left side of your drawing. When you put in that, you did 3 vertical bars of dark, and then you just brushed them, and now it gives a sense of fullness. You hear what I'm saying?
I got to see you.
I'm sorry.
I'm not hearing well.
Okay. The way you did the hair was really interesting. When you put it in, you just put in 3 vertical bars of dark, and then you mushed them over on either side. Now you've got texture. Whereas every time I do it, I just put it in there, put it in, I get just one black
Yeah, but
mess.
that hair is what you do. You go in and just go like that. That hair is you can't get involved with it. It's just like a cloud. It's like painting a cloud. I'm gonna pull this guy in. You see how I'm moving at the form? Just form, just form, just form. Okay, and you know what I want to do? I'm going to spray this, I think, and I'm going to go to paint. I'm gonna build with paint right away, I think. Yeah. Me. Just me. I'm gonna have to find some reed here and a reed here. As much as I don't want to, I'm going to have to. Because this is, I want this to be totally abstract. Now this is pretty advanced stuff, guys, so, you know, hang in there. But I think it's important that we find our way through this now. I'm gonna do some cuts in here. There you go, that's what I want. Soft, out of focus, hard, 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 hard. Yeah. It's like painting an abstract, just like painting an abstract. All right, let's go. That should do it. That should do it. All right, let's get going. I'm going to say this again, and you guys that just came in, do not touch your piece until I come around and we correct, okay? We're having a lot of trouble with the hand form, it seems like. So we're going to have to really pay attention to that. Okay, I'm going to use my old faithful brush. Isn't that beautiful? Right? Huh? He's been around the corner. He's been around the block. Huh? He's like me. Just like me.
Dog somehow.
Okay, so I fixed this morning. It's ready to go. I'm going to try and find some kind of a... Now we have to be inventive with color. And it's really easy because we're just going to go, we're going to just take a glaze. And we're gonna apply, I'm gonna go with a greenish form in here. How easy this is. Another thing is, when we do this, we don't like it, we just move it. We just move it.
So why are you going with green as your first choice?
I'm in the mood.
Okay.
I'm in the mood. I may change it. That's what's great about this this system. I can go to pink if I want. Do you ever wear pink trousers? Have you been known? No? No? Okay, I thought I'd ask.
You're entitled to make a really rude remark in return.
I'm not sure I like that either, but we don't care, do we? This is the fun of this system, because you can it's so pliable. And I want to do this with my paint. And let's see. Break it out a little bit. I think I'll just maybe put the chair in a bluer frame of reference. See, I'm going to put it on a little aggressively, because we're going to go in and take it off with our paper towel. What's he doing? What's he doing back there? He's aggravating me. That's what he's doing. You know what aggravates me? Okay, is that fun or what? Let's see what we got. Pull this through. That's not my color, but I just want to take it down. I'm going to pull it through. I'm going to pull this through. And when we finish here, we will have got rid of all of the gray, or if you choose to keep the gray, you keep the gray. But we will get a complete cover on our page, and we can work from there. Now I'm going to go in with just the flesh tones, and I'll get a few accents. Let's pull that up. Look for the accident. Build for an accident. It's a whatever. It's you'll know pretty soon if it's not good color, if there's something not working. You'll sense it. We're working on our halftones here, folks. Remember, keep that in mind. He has a kind of a brownish form in here. We can go for that. The idea is to get the paper covered and then to work from that. These are all arbitrary colors, arbitrary. Okay, now let's go to our flesh tones and just get those laid in quickly. Because this is going to be my tour de force here. All of this thing here, this is where we're going to do a lot of real nice brush work and try to pull this thing off. And we're going to keep this nice and loose as we go, okay? This is, for lack of a better word, the less is more. It's a metaphysical exploration. I know it sounds kind of weird, but it's not a concrete. It's a mystery. We want the mystery. We want the mystery. That's why we do art, to go towards the mystery. So that's what I'm looking for here. I'm gonna have to do maybe a little bit of this. I mixed the green, olive green with the alizarin crimson to see if I could get. Yeah, I'm gonna continue that. If I can get a nice old rose, and I'll play that right in here right now. Oh, it's not enough. Let's just get that in there. So this is where we do our hand, when we're doing it now. Watch, this is how I'm gonna do my hand. One little form. And this is a big secret, okay? Don't tell anyone. If you do this, and you get the scale, I'm going to make it a little bigger because it's out in front. You see how big? I made these things just a little bigger. I'm going to make it a little bigger. You see, now this is so much easier than drawing. So much easier. So what I'm going to ask you later when we get together is that we block in the hand form. So the thumb stops normally at the second knuckle. So I'm just going to throw my little thumb in there. Voila. Voila, voila, voila. And then we can paint all around it, do whatever we want. We can do our positive forms. We can bring this in here. All right, cool. Cool. I'm going to go with a little bit of cad red and just pump in color right away. Now, you notice how I'm working everything at once. Everything at once. All color. You're not going to paint the face and get it perfect and then try to figure out what the background could possibly be. That's too strong, obviously. It's too strong. I want to feel color down there. I want this to activate this whole corner right here. All right, that's that. Okay. You know, I like that color. I like that color for what I want to, for the painting I want to do. I may take it down a little bit. And let's go in right away and introduce our warmest colors. Okay, what we do now when we have our halftones, the first thing we do, we start to apply our richer colors. We've done this before. You go richer than you think you need, because it's so much easier to kill color than to generate color. I'll go around and kill all the color for you if you want, and do it with my eyes shut. I can do it really well too. Now, because it's this is just a little area here in the whole painting, I really want to get my colors to resonate. I want them to exaggerate themselves a little bit. Right. Okay, and I have to get color in here. I'll put color here, here, and here, and then we'll see where we're going. And I'll pull this right through. This is a system that Renoir is a great artist, and he was the worst artist. He was. When you go to you see a Renoir show, they almost threw me out of one of the museums. Honest to God, because he's so good, and then he bought in and did this crap. I want to die. I want to rip the thing off the wall. But when he was on, he was unbelievable. And what he did, and this is what I want you guys to do. I want you to study the masters and just rip them off. This is a Renoir. He take his color. I love it. And he pull it on a vertical through the lip, you see? The lip is a hole almost. You see? He pulled out. We won't see it in this painting, but just keep it. But boy, you got a lot to learn from him. From his good work, his bad work, it's not. I got all excited. They're gonna kick me out of there. That's what's the name of that museum outside of Philly? Barnes. I think it's a Barnes, right? Right. I don't know.
Barnes.
Could be. Yeah, Barnes. I think.
Gardner.
Yeah. Okay. So, all right. Enough about me. I won't put that halftone hat on there. Have you guys been there?
Yes.
That's a cool place, huh? But like he bought everything, you know what I mean? He just bought everything he could get, and then he put it on the wall. Give me a break. It was like, where's your...
We tried it on the floor and it didn't work very well.
No, but I mean, yeah, then he put like 1,300 pieces up one after the other. It's like, But no, I mean, if it's good painting, it's good painting. It can go anywhere, but that... I used to live, in the south of France, and I visited Renoir's studio because he lived down there, and he lived in a beautiful place. And when he was getting older, he was kind of, I don't know, each his own right. All right, now I'm going to get my darkest darks. Where do we do that? I'm going to lose my edge here because I'd like to keep the aggressivity there. Now I have to do something, and we all find this difficult, to make a choice of the next passage. Maybe I will go. I'll just go with a mold. Let's just try it. Let's just try it. I'm going to lay a color in. This may become a old rose. And again, this is our darkest, our halftone. Pull it through. Let's pull it through. Pull the color through. See what that does. All right, so, and I want to get a highlight with a halftone, gray. It'll eventually be a white. And it's going to be right here. And I'm going to lay a white passage right now so I can just start to key my color. Obviously too white, but that's what I want. All right, now I've keyed that. Now I'm going to do now I'm going to suggest that you paint like this. Try it. See if it works. Now I never come and I never touch my work when you guys aren't here. I try to keep it honest. And I'm going to do the same here. I'm just going to, I would rather you didn't see me screw up. That would really be cool. But we're all going through this. I just want you to notice that we're all going through this. I'm going to get a color. This is just a color. I'd like to have you go for it. Just go for it and don't think about it. And then just keep painting, and you're going to get away because we got a break. And then you're going to come back. I'm going to see what this does up back in here. Just a touch of color. Let's see what that does. Okay. You see, it's not up there, obviously. It's not up there, and it doesn't have to be up there. I'm going to pull that in here. And then I'm going to make my transition. With the medium, use your medium. Don't use your aluminum spirits. Use your medium. Second, and I'm gonna be done almost here. I'm gonna pull this down. All right, I made a choice. Made a choice of a color mass in the back. I may have to alter the whole painting, but I don't care. I like this. I'm gonna see if I don't like that one. It's too aggressive. Too aggressive. I'll take it down. I'll take it down with a complement, a little burnt sienna, and it will be cool. And a little bit of green. Okay. Pull that in, and we're ready to go. Now I'm going to paint quickly so you can see the next step so you don't get too confused. And I'm going to do this. All right. Whenever we do portrait, we do like this: halftone, aggressive colors, and then we go in and we design your darks. I'm going to do my darks: ultramarine blue, red sienna, a little more blue. Okay, let's go. is this? What is this? What are you doing there? Okay, that's gonna be, I want this to come in here. It's my darkest dark. It's my darkest dark right here. I'll put up, that will keep this over here. And I'm going to establish the line right here. Okay. I'm going to do this. And let's get the hair, some of the dark in the hair already ready to go. Ultramarine blue and burnt sienna gives you your burn number. Your burn number with the two colors. And you can dominate it. If you want more blue, you get a much more attractive number. All right, almost there, folks. I got a nice hard shadow here. I'm not feeling my color. I don't know what's up. What is with this? Okay, I'm gonna just pull this over here. All right. Now these are value statements, right? We understand, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is all value. We have to get the values out and get them ready to go. And we have to go from our dark to our light. All right. Oh, next we'll go to our alizarin crimson, burnt sienna alizarin crimson mixture. Now we're going to go to white right away. You want to clean your brush properly, get the dirt out. Sometimes what's left in the nib here, whatever it's called, will give you a real pretty color. The dirty brush is good. Dirty brush is good. That's a little pink, but let's see if we can place it. Yeah, that's going to be a neutral. That's a neutralizer. That's a neutralizer right there. It's a nice neutralizer. So we have to go dark to sense our lights later. All right, I'm gonna pull. Give me that nice nose form here. Okay, now we've talked about our color variants. I'm going to throw in a green in this mask right away. That's going to activate your color. This is a complement to the painting. So I'm going to throw it in green. If I can mix it properly and make that color I just put, activate that color, make it come alive. Okay, I'm going to use my base color, and I want to sense a green in there. I'm going to place it. Go a little lighter. I'm going to place this color right here. That's what I want right there. That's what I want. To do. And over here, just a bit, a touch to move in space. I think I'll bring that up a little more up here. And over here.
So Steve,
Yeah,
I have a question.
yeah.
When you mixed your base flesh color
Mm-hmm.
of crimson and burnt sienna, then you lighten the value. You did not use any green to quiet the
No.
color.
No.
Okay, so now you've just added green
Now I
on
added-
the top of what you had already put in.
Exactly.
Okay.
Good
yeah.
question.
All right.
Sometimes we do if it's too aggressive, but in the painting, in the context here, it's just what I want.
Okay.
Because I want to. This has to be a little. This thing has to have stature. You know, it has to.
Yeah.
It has to really come off. I mean, this is the painting. The rest is whatever.
Yeah.
So now I'm going to go into my flesh tone. And I'm going to lighten it up with white. And I'll probably have to go into my CADs. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. Now, I've lightened it up too much already. So, although, well, we'll see. We'll see. I have to go to the painting. No, it's not too bad because it's picking up. What's picking up? Just a little darker. And here we go. This is a plane. This is one beautiful, simple plane right here. I'm going to negotiate that for sure. And we have a plane up here. Voila. I think I'll take that back. Let's just do this. All right. Now what I have to do immediately is put my highlight. This is a complete portrait here in the very first day of painting, which we usually don't do, but in this case we have to. I'm going to put my highlight on the nose so I can find my color, my appropriate color value. And the highlight is right here. All right, there. It's too big. It's okay. You know what I want to do. I'm going to do this. There we go. And there we go. Let's get this guy going in here. All right, so let's go. I'm going to go a little progressively lighter here. I'm going to hit the top of the nose. I'll use this brush, what the heck. Amazing. Okay. Now we have a plane right here. It's really beautiful. I'm going to try and get this in right away. And it comes down here and over. And let's pull this right up here. Let's just pull it. We'll pull here. I'm going to pull the whole thing. I think I'm going to have to pull that in. That's what that's what we're going to have to do that, I think. Almost there. Almost there. Again, we're keying. This is a key. It's called a key, right? We're keying. I'll put the
Mustache.
mustache and the beard on the last. I like to do it when it's dry if possible. Oop, should be over. Who did that? Ah. Now, if I find a form that I like, it doesn't have to necessarily have to be Patrick's morphology. It can be something. What we try to create here is interest, universal imagery. It can't be sweet. It can't be cute. It can't be flippant. It's got to be. It has to have some kind of a. If it's too much of a agreeable image, sometimes it loses some seriousness. Let me pull that. Okay, you see I got stuff on my canvas, right? I got stuff on my paper. I got things to work with. I'm going to lose this line. I don't want it. I'm going to lose it. I just want to lose it. I'm going to lose this too. Voila. I'm going to lose some of this. I'm going to lose this. And I'll be back into there. So. I like that color. Stephen, you did it again, you dog. You've done it again. You've got some things that are okay, things that aren't okay. I don't like the mouth form, so I'm going to introduce another color. Incidentally, you may find that today this is long and kind of boring. Believe me, 70% of this painting will be done here. The rest should come just really quick. So just hang in there. And this is how I want you to approach this. Your painting this way. I want you to get all your color mass on, and then do your portrait pretty soon. I'm gonna pull a color right through here. And I'm going to pull a color right through here. And I want to pull a color right through here. Voila. Voila. And I want that to go into there. And I want this to go into there. Voila. That's what I want. Oh, Stephen. Oh my gosh. I want a little bit of color right here. Voila. And let's just do our nostril right away here. Let's do this. Now, you know, we're getting to our lightest light pretty quick here, and that's good. I'm going to put the beard in, like I say, later. Bring that up, and I want to put okay, I'm going to come over here. And. See, It's very small, n'est-ce pas? It's very, very small.
You're losing
But we can do
Yeah.
cool things in small areas. Isn't that fun? Isn't that wonderful? I'm going to go my lightest light, and then I'm going to do, I have to deal with the hair also because the hair is going to activate the whole thing. I do want to do this right now. I want to do this right now. Okay. Isn't that fun? I get paid to paint and show off. Except when I don't make it, when I blow it. That hurts. Really, oh, I like that. All right, basta. There's our little jewel. You know, you want to call it that. Now let's get the next thing going. All right, now let's get our color over here. It's really, really important. So let's go with our sienna, obviously. That was too light. And I just have to make some executive decisions on what I want to do with this color. I may have to throw a little bit of CAD in here. Don't like that, so we'll go with CAD. CAD red. Cool. Now I'm going to squint down and I want to see what I want to say here. I feel a reddish glow in here. Definitely over here. Back into here. I'd like to stop the form right here. And there's a lot of nice stuff going on right over here. Now when we paint here, we do it like we're painting a cloud. I'm going to put some color in here anyway. You know, when the painter, that guy Yim, he came from China, he was demonstrating here. He started to paint here, and I said, well, pretty soon he's going to start doing the painting. He was going to finish this thing. He was finished. he just knocked it out. No, I'm not as good as him. I'm just going to get a color mass up here right now. Well, one thing I got to do for this area, got to put my highlight in here immediately. Voila. Okay, I'm going to keep that in here. And don't go away, don't go away, don't leave. This is all important because this is how you key a painting. Okay. All right, no. I'm gonna bring in a cool. I'm gonna bring in a cool color. I'm gonna mix a cool, kind of a cool green to activate the color in the hair. That's not it, almost. Now, whatever you do, use as much as Patrick's beautiful hair as you see up there, and even more if you want, because that is the really interesting part also of this thing, right? I'm going to open that up over here, and I want to bring something down in here. Okay. Right. I am going to put a dark in here. All right, this is what you got to do. That's it. I'm sorry that it's taken so long. I'm going to have to do my darkest dark right away before I leave you guys to suffer. I'm going to have to do it for me, okay? So I'm going to mix my three colors, my green, my blue, well, all my colors, alizarin crimson, and I'm going to go into a very dark, the darkest dark in the painting. I'm going to do it right now. And when you put on your darks, make sure that you put them on a vertical, not like I did up there. Except when you have to paint on horizontal. Sorry about that. So we have our half tone in the back. Tone in the back. We're going to have a nice change of pace right here. The darkest dark is going to be right here. I'm going to keep that on a vertical too. Like a nice chunk of dark in here. Almost there. This is my darkest dark. Oh, I'm gonna put that ear in. I'll do the ear while you guys are suffering. I love ear. Now that ear is the same thing as this for this painting. That ear is something that'll just make everything kind of tintillate. I think that's a good word, tintillate. My ear is here, so I'm going to put a nice dark right back there. Cool. Cool. Maybe that's a little too high. All right, let's own this. Let's own the hair mass. I'm going to have to turn it upside down, Larry.
Okay.
Okay, we'll pull it up, and there we go. Now, this is, like I said, we got our lightest light. I did that immediately. Our lightest lights in here. We got our richest color. We got our darkest darks. And now what you're going to be able to do is get away. We're going to break now. I'm going to get away. And I will, because of this, I will alter. I think I'll keep that color because I think that's working nicely, but I didn't know. I think I would like to maybe frame it up with a darker color. We'll see. And that's it. You see? That's what I want you to do today. That's all you got to do today. And this is really, really important to put this in your vocabulary, to work the whole surface, and get your base, the thing you really want to say, get it going, and everything is complementary to this. Everything is going to be constructed just towards this. I want to get rid of this. It's a little too dark. I may be able to keep it, but I'm not sure. Okie doke, let's break. Are there any questions while I'm here? No? See? No.
Yeah, one really dumb question. Do you care if we use the same color palette?
Oh, not at all.
Okay.
But heads up, I may change this.
That's
I just wanted to try something.
But what you really want, what you're interested in is making sure we're establishing complementary colors.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you see, I knew this would be flesh tones. I thought maybe the green we could be complementary. If I go with the brown and then the dark, the black and the brown and black, it's going to be monotonous. That's all.
Okay.
All right, so I put my medium on, and it's dry. Isn't that fun? And I think I'm going to start to negotiate some of this, the clothing, because that's why we do this course. I find it an interesting combination of form. Before I go any farther, keep this. There's been a. Okay, so my light's over here. This is dark. This is all halftone. I got a great edge here. I'm going to find an edge I like. You see, it's not that. It's this. What's good for this? We take an idea there, but we own it. When I say own it, we modify it. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to do that right now. Okay, let's keep our colors dense. Ultramarine blue with our green and burnt sienna, and I'm going to hit the blue. When I go to blue, a little bit of alizarin crimson, you got a real nice dark. Okay, a little more blue, and maybe that'll do it. All right, I'm gonna pull. I'm gonna pull a line, koozie, because I like to straight with a round. I'll come in here, and I'll keep this. I like to keep kind of an arm form. This is important. If we draw this well, we don't have to mess with it. A little more blue. Let's see. This has a nice little form in here. And we'll turn the, all right. I don't like that, so I'm going to do, could be, let's see. See, what I'm trying to find is what I can get away with while doing the less amount possible. Let's do this. And let's do this. Let's do shoulder maybe here. See, I'm gonna try, and if it doesn't work, it doesn't work, and you just come back in and get rid of it. You know, it's no big deal. But don't be out to lunch, and don't go up there, please. Just that's a signpost, particularly with material, because you know, half hour ago that it was not the same fold at all. So it's up to you to design your folds, and I'm going to own this form right here. I'm going to put a nice shadow mask. That shadow mask will describe my shoulder. I'm going to punch a dark in here. I'm going to pull it over. I'm also going to paint everything, and I'll come back to this. I kind of like with the form there, but I don't think it's going to work. Let's see. So I'm doing all my darks. Placing my darks. That's enough there. All right, I'm going to do my green guy here. I'll just go to green. I get an edge up here. Okay, let's just go for this, and because it's there, it comes back constantly. We can use that. Now I'm going to ask you always to squint down. Just squint down. Like that. Let's see over here. Okay, now let's grab the form. It's enough. This is more. Oh, we have a real pretty cast shadow here. Let's go for it. Let's see if we can pull it off. I'm going to put it in and see if it's not too aggressive. But we're going to go for it, okay? Pull that down a little bit. And let's give the viewer the idea where the cast shadow is coming from, although we don't see it there. Just give the viewer that. All right. Now what I would like to do here is to lose Emphil. And I would like to have a glow here, and I want to introduce a, I don't know if I'll do that. I don't think I'll do that. I'm gonna get rid of that. It's too much. Now, you see, this is, we're exploring, you know? We're exploring. We don't have to, we can do this all day long, and we're not losing time, and we're not ruining the painting, but we're just doing our thing. Okay, that was a little too much activity. I'm gonna hit this dark up here.
Steve, when you use the dark, is it mostly black or is it a mixed color?
Oh, mixed color, always mixed color. Who asked that? Oh yeah, always mixed. I don't have you guys buy black. You can use it just for one or two touches, but other than that, we can do a beautiful. If we take the green, the olive green, ultramarine blue, the alizarin crimson, a little bit of what's this called? Burnt sienna. Those four colors, and get a nice mix. That'll neutralize. The color will neutralize themselves into a real nice cool. And then you say, oh, I want a bluer tone. Go into your blue. The more blue you put into that mix, and alizarin crimson, the darker the color will be. But you own it. You can go to your reds, your blues, any color you want, but you have that base. Okay? Now I'm gonna just throw a little bit of sienna in this painting, in the green, just to see what's happening. See if that might add a little bit of beauty to it. Could, right? Could be. Maybe it's too much. You know, more than the painting itself, it's the way to here, you guys. I'm showing you the way to. Not so much a successful, beautiful painting. It's just what you can do and how to do it. Mm-hmm. If you do continue with your transparencies, you can move your color really quickly. Really quickly.
But the key with the transparencies is to let each day's work dry thoroughly before you start another.
No. We're mixing here, Tommy.
Okay.
We're mixing.
But you're mixing also on top of what you did last week.
That's true. Yeah. I'd like to go faster here, but I can't because I don't know what I'm doing. So just hang in there, okay? I'm just trying stuff, and I want you to do the same. And everyone in this room is doing beautifully with their trial and error. Beautifully. I'm going to accentuate some of my darks. I'm going to turn the form a little more. It's a pattern I'm looking for, a definite pattern. This guy is under here. So I'm just going to make this darker down there. Now, if I can, I don't want to do anything. That's too light now. I'm going to try not to do a lot down here. And this is going to be taken care of. I'm almost coming to a color I like. I'm sorry, I'm not doing this quick enough. But I want to see if I can't throw this color in there. Could possibly. All right. Okay, let's continue. Let's start to build our, kind of like that blue-green. I think I'll bring it down. I'm going to do that quick. I'll get a big brush. Just break it a little bit with a red sienna. Let's feel the blue. And let's go over here. I'm doing that so we can just get away from anything that takes us away from our painting. Well, this thing's falling apart. Huh? Look at that. All right, now I'm going to look for my color here. And let's go for it. All right. That's obviously not it, right? Right.
Yes, it's in clever disguise.
When we go with a lighter color, we start always in our half tone, our middle tone, to start to build. You don't know if it's good until you've placed it and see if it resonates with this guy. And obviously this is too light. I'm going to place my lightest light on here, and then I'm going to paint someplace else. Okay? Okay. Go ahead, Steve. I'll get you. I got it. So let's go. It's a weird color pantsuit you've chosen here, young man. Kind of a barf green. Don't let me help you out with your when you're checking out clothes, okay, Patrick? Huh? There's no hope. I'm going to break it with a little bit of white. It's probably going to be too light there, but it doesn't matter. We'll see. We'll find our way. Okie doke. Let's apply the paint in a. I'm going to put the top of the knee on. Could be. Lightest light, darkest dark. That's going to come out to the viewer. I'm going to put just the top of the form over here. And as we go away, we don't need info. You don't need a lot of info. That should do it. I don't like that form. Okay, now you see we have really aggressive color here, so you've got to put it on and live with it, and then come back. And see if it's good. It may not be good at all. Who knows? It may not work. It may not work at all. So it goes. Okay, I'm gonna move this upside down, look at it, and see what my next adventure is. What I don't like is this. Okay, let's continue, and I'm going to go as fast as I can, you guys, as fast as I can. I want to own the flesh here just a second. I just want to own it so I can paint it later. A little bit of green, take it down, pull it. See, it's just the color mass. It's the color mass we care about, not the, if it's designed properly, you see, now that's gonna sit in there pretty nice, I think. You don't want this to be too aggressive, you want it just to sit there. Okay, let's continue. I'm gonna find this color and I'm gonna, Janice, I'm gonna rip you off, sweetheart. You okay? You're not gonna be mad at me? I'll give you an extra one of my brownies. Okay?
Okay, it's a
You
deal.
you
It's a
can
deal.
go beyond the allotment. Okay? See how nice I am? So she had a wonderful color, and I saw that, and I said to myself, Stephen, you're gonna rip that off, baby, and you're gonna do it immediately. And so I'm gonna set it in the mass, and I'm gonna see it may not work, doesn't matter. Please, can you guys just let things flow? Learn to let them flow. I may make a terrible mistake here. I really don't care. If you don't do it, you know how you're gonna learn is, you're going to do it and it doesn't work, and you'll put that in your data bank, and you'll come back into the next time you'll say, oh, that didn't work in that case. But if you don't experience this, you don't experience, you never know. And you know what you do is if you're in a museum and you see Sargent or someone, you see what he did with a color that you're aware of because you've used it, and see how he handled it. You know, see what complementary he uses.
Is that cadmium?
It's sienna,
Uh-huh.
essentially sienna, with a little bit of, I can remember, a little bit of cad. A little bit of cad. Now watch. I wanna. This is what I'm feeling that would be really cool. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna bring it into my color here. Cool. This could be really cool, man. Okay, cool. I like it. All right, now let's keep that there. All right, now I'm going to go just one little bit step farther. We'll get rid of this. We're going to find our color there. I want to work on this quickly. You see the colors we're doing? You see all that? I want to anchor that color, and I want to find this color. I'll do it immediately. I'm gonna get a neutral green, a neutral gray. I just put a bunch of colors out here. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna just put a formula. So anytime we're going to go with our lights, you're going to describe your shadow pattern first, obviously. All right. And I'll put one in here. And I'm going to bring this into a nice half tone right through here. All right. I'm going to find that color. Actually, it's I'm not really that happy when I work that color, so I try to, it's too sweet sometimes, so I try to break it a little bit. That's my way of going about it. So this is a sweet color. I'm going to just go over to my green. Just take it down a little bit. Grade it down. Just grade it down because you can always go sweeter if you want. That's an old rose now. That's an old rose. It's not as violet. Too light. Essentially, I'm gonna find the color. It's there, but with thick paint, and it'll automatically register as a lighter color. Okay. You see this, what we're doing here? It's going to alter the painting now. I'm going to have to do something up here. That's what I tell you. You've got to, there's my color right there. Voila. See, you really don't see it, right? That's the idea. You don't see it. Okay, and we'll go with our final light here. Again, this is all aléatoire. Aléatoire, what does that mean in English? Trial and error, I guess. I don't know. So when you put the form on, paint with a form. Paint with a form. Oh, it's too late. Ooh. I'll leave that. And I'll go over here. And I'll go over here. And I'll pull that down. Voila. I'm going to move this there. Now, ideally, this would be a good time to break. We really don't have a lot of time, I guess. All right. Yeah, I would like to, just a second now. I'll just show you how I go about it, okay? I know. Because we have this color, I can get away with a little more sienna up here. And no one knows, no one cares. A little too much. Because right now, what we're doing right now is we're conditioning the color comp. We're doing our color comp. Okay, now don't go away, and I'm going to make this really quick. All right, now this is my color. This is what this is giving me. This is my color right here. I'm going to do it, and then we're going to stop. Okay, you lucky people. You lucky people. If you were to do what I'm doing right now, it's really smart when you do so much trial that you get away because you just can't judge until you get away. And then when you come back, the answer is there. It's remarkable. So getting away is really important. That's about it. I'm going to break it so it's not too aggressive. No, it could be right there. It could be my car. More blue.
Steve, that whole area on the podium is
Pardon?
light. The whole area on the podium that's lighting up his.
Yeah, no,
It's
this is
light.
gonna, this will end up light, not too dark, believe
Uh-huh.
me. I just want to get the pigment there, okay? See, now I can find my darks and the colors I want my darks. I can find everything I need now. What did you do here? What did you do? Who can I blame? Judy's not here. She should take this class and I could blame her. See, now we're working in color. There's a color there. Before, there wasn't really that much of a color. Now, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go right here, and I'm going to find out how much color I want. What would be good? What would be appropriate? And I'll be able to sense it, not just think about it. If you think about it, and what's going to happen is you're going to use about the same thing every time, pretty much. Or you'll go directly to the model and copy what you see there. So, I'm liking this. All right, almost done. You know, when Tommy starts doing his Tai Chi stuff, you know, behind my scenic right. I know. It's time to.
We've overdone it.
Yeah, it's time to move on. See, this is what I like right here. I like to get this kind of a attitude. I'm going to pull that down. I'm going to pull that down. I'm going to pull that down. I'm going to pull. I think I said that already. I'll just keep that over nice and a little darker over here. There we go. That could be a way. All right, I'll do this one more go.
Would you want to bring some of that orange to the bottom of the chair or keep it?
Yeah,
separate?
that's a good idea. Actually, that's a real good idea. I'm going to do that. Not right now, though. I'm going to anchor this right now. I'm just going to anchor this painting, okay? That's what I want to do right here. And I think I'll just take this down Yeah. Okay. So that's it, folks, the big show. Let's see, let's come over here just a tad. Okay. Upside down, you'll see the design element, see if it's strong, if it works, what we can do, what we can do. Yes, this will be a real nice, very, very dense color right through here. That'll be kind of cool. It'll be close to this. All right. I may keep this, I may get rid of that green. I don't know, I like that. Are there any questions? See what I want to do, what I want this to be. I want this to be an abstract. I want you to feel, I want you to sense this as an abstract. What are the forms? How do they work together? How do they work off one another? Everything's done now. The painting's done. This thing has to have it has to have a personality of its own, but as an abstract. Okay? And that's what I tried to do. I don't know if it's good. I have no idea. I have no idea, no concept whatsoever. But I really looked into it, right? Okay, let's break. Okay, first thing, everyone, first of all, I want you, don't forget to put your mediums. That's going to enhance all your color. Your color is going to come there with the color you want and need. There's your color right there. And you're going to correct all your drawing immediately. Go in and do it basta così immediately.
So Steve, I have a question.
Yep.
When you refresh the color with your medium, it still oxidizes.
No, it
And, well, otherwise you wouldn't have to refresh it.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so the question is there ever a point where you don't have to put more medium on to keep your color fresh?
Oh, no.
Or should you just go and varnish it 6 months later?
No. When you're done, completely when you're done painting,
Yeah,
you put this on and you put your varnish on and it's done because there's a Damar varnish in that mix.
okay.
So in other words, if I were done, I'd put what you see here, this is what you're going to have exactly. It won't change. It's when you go with the paint and you don't have enough medium in it.
Yeah,
And that's what creates that.
okay.
And it's actually a perfect system because it doesn't shine too much when you want to varnish it, and it's exactly the color you've mixed. So yeah, good question, Tom. Good question. Okay, I'm going to correct drawing. There's things I saw. What I do, I don't look at it until you guys in the morning here, because I'm going to be just like you. I keep the same kind of optic that you're going through. So. Just going to put a line here. I'm going to raise his shoulder. Because what I like about this drawing, if I may say this, is that this is actually too long for everything that's going on, but that's the theatrics. That's what you want. You want this to go out of the ordinary. You know, it's a little too big, a little too long, a little too. There's a word for it. Gangling, is that a word?
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's what I want, and I'm happy with it, and that's it, and it's my baby, so I'm going to go for it. I'm going to have to address this problem because these don't go together, and I've noticed that in the class. I'll tell you what happens. Mentally, we draw. We're here, we're present, and we get into this thing, and then as far as we go south, we could care less. I do that all the time in my drawing, and it's something you have to just heads up. and all the stuff that's going down here, it's away from your interest. And but when you see it, when it's up against the wall, and you know no, I'm not to done this. You can correct it. You can correct it. There's no big deal to correct it. No big deal. Okay.
Steve, when you say they don't go together, what do you mean?
Excuse me. What'd you say?
When you say these two don't go together, what do you mean?
I don't have the length. Do you see the length we
This is
created
longer
here?
than that one?
Yeah, no, I don't have the length. So, and it's actually, this is probably more concise to this. I mean, it works, but the beauty of it is not the same. You see?
Okay.
Because this is what we care about. This is what we're doing here. Okay, let's. I'm going to continue because I'm going to enter in a secondary color here, a shadow pattern that isn't there, but I want it there. And I want to talk to you about how you find color. You just go like this. Go like this. Put your, there's not enough ambient light. When there's ambient light, just go like this and you'll see your color match. There'll be a color match right there. That's the color you're looking for. It's easy. You just have to be able to, make a mental note of how to make that color. Okay, I'm gonna do just a little bit of drawing. This actually, I'm quite happy with. This is to die for. I did that. Thank you. This is exactly what I want to say here. I'm kind of starting to like this color. I was a little aggressive at first. I have to see. I'm not going to change it until I find my color mask here. And now I have a color that I have to work with all through here. It's a very dark red, and it'll be beautiful, I hope. Theoretically, it could be. Now, what I want to do, I want this arm to be a little longer, so I'm going to put a couple of lines in here. You see how important they are? I'm going to pull this up and over. Cool. Now the idea here is to do the least amount necessary. Now, and I'm going to come down here, and I'm going to be throwing out my form. Actually, it looks like it could be. This is really important that you do this now. It's the best time because if I draw, I can wipe that out and start over. It's really the best time to do it. And sometimes some of this trace, what's left, pull that over. Some of these lines are, we go for line, right? Remember we talk about that quite often, line for line. This is a line, incidentally. See these lines? You see these things here that were done just quickly? Do you see these things that are going on here? Mm-hmm. Beautiful. Why is it beautiful? Because? All right. It's funny you should say that. But allow yourself to do this. Allow yourself. That's charm. That gives poetry to your work. I don't know how much I want to say here. Less is more. Less is more. So instead of drawing and painting every single little gidgable we see here, we choose. We are the creator here, and your choice is your strength. So if you choose well, you'll have a nice piece. You choose, I'm going to pull this over. Well, I'm going to put that over. Now, let's see, let's describe some form. See, I'm hoping I can keep just a little bit of this linear pattern. And I will. I mean, I've made a choice that I will. I'm going to pull this up and over. So, you know, when I do you guys can see the foot. So when I do the shoe, you know what I do? I draw the foot. I'm going to draw the foot as if the foot there were not a shoe there. I'm going to draw my foot, arch, and the toe, and probably a little bigger, probably a little bigger. So there's your foot. There's your foot. We've drawn the foot. All right, now what you do is you put the sole on. Just put the sole on the foot. Voila. And then you see that comes up a little bit. That depends on the shoe, obviously. And then you put the toe on the foot, and there you've drawn your foot. And all this is a nice dark mass, and I'll do that later. And that size and this size, we've created a dynamics. I think I'll probably quite possibly just crop here. I'll have to see. All right, while I'm at it, we're going to draw this. What I like to do, I'm going to just share this with you. I like to take the form around the form here. We've talked about that. I'd like to bring this up even if there isn't one. That really gives you scale. That shows you there's a round form here. And this guy turns around, okay? This is the arch. Now, I've drawn this on purpose. I do this. These are little secrets that you could do. You see the sole? I'm going to take the sole around and take it right around the form, you see? And what I want to do, even though what I see there is not really straight, I still want it straight there just for the beauty. So I'm going to make it a little straighter than what I see, just a little. And then we'll come around and under. And there we go. And now there we go. And I'm going to bring this over to the heel. Remember when we draw the heel, we have a nice straight form. There's your heel. Now I'm going to put on the sole. And it's not there because of the shoe type. What I like to do when I do a sole is to give it a little bit of a little corner there. And it really makes sole. See? Voila. All right, that's that. That's that. That's that. One other thing. I want to own this hand form. I think we're real close. I'm really quite happy with it. You see that little thumb? That's what adds beauty. A little thumb form. And I'll maybe open this one a little bit. And open this one. And I'll just make a little bit of mix up a little bit of paint. Put a shadow here. And we're ready to go. We're ready to go. Always when you do your drawing, when you're drawing like form, bring it into the form you want to talk about. Always bring that line into the form. Up. Okay. I may control this down here. All right, let's paint now. Let's get going. Okay, I am going to go for this color. Let me see if I can get it now. No. I'll just do it with my inherent brilliance. What can I say? What can I say? Well, I'm going to mix that color, obviously. And we're going to go from there. I'm going to break it right away with the green. And let's throw enough color in here. Let's see if I can get it this way. Just see if I can get it. Coming close. Not that close, huh? I don't know, it's just something about mixing paint. It's so much fun. It's so gooey. It's so gooey and luscious. And
Plus yellow, plus burnt sienna.
what did he say?
Commenting
it
on
nice?
The colors that you are using to create that
Yeah.
interesting color.
It's got to be something though about just mixing it and doing this stuff. It's just got to be something, kind of weird. No, I got the color, but it's not what I want. So let's just go from there. It's got to be right, you guys. It's got to be the right color. It can't be a compromise. I mean, just hang in there and make sure that. I remember last week we had a variance in color. Remember that? We did that. It took a nanosecond. Well, we're gonna anytime we paint anything, we'll try to get a movement in space. I'm gonna put it on and see what it looks like. I don't want it to be too aggressive. Oh, I know something I wanted to do. I want to get this guy. I want that hair form to go behind the shoulder. It gives volume, interest, and beauty. And I think I'll bring some hair form down here. And I'm going to open this form a little bit. Some negative. And there we go. Stephen, you've done it again. All right, cool. I'm going to leave that. That's could be my halftone. I'm going to go for my darkest dark. This is a little more complicated. And this has to work now. This has to have relevance to the painting. This is almost your accent color. And we have to put it on properly. I gotta clean my brush. So this will take a little time just to find the right read. Vertical, vertical, vertical. Tommy, stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Jesus. That was Tommy, right? Yes, it was. Sure, I was sure. I'm going to put it on light, let the green come through. I may have to go darker. I'll get back to you on that. I'm going to go to my green. That just may be my my go-to color right here. I think I'm going to just play with this for the time being. Now, I don't care so much to express form as I do to generate a color pattern. I'm going to have to build something, Larry, to make this thing work a little better. Now you notice how we just kind of tickle the surface here. Just going to tickle the surface, and you notice I want really dark right away. I'm hedging my bets. I would like to do this, just to leave it. I would like that, because we really don't care that much about the chair. Okay. Cut that line a little bit. All right. I think I kind of liking this. I like that vertical. Just for a vertical, I don't care what is up there. I'm going to do a little bit of linear, just a little bit of linear here. That'd be nice. And a little bit of linear up here. Okay, now let's own the chair with our light, and let's go for it. Let's go for it. Okay, I'm going a little richer with my color. I may not keep this. I'm just going to try it. I may not keep it. It may be too much. Oh, yeah, it could be. Just might be, right?
Is that too much, Steve?
Yeah, just might be. I love that though, but you know, it was much darker than this, and now this may not. I may even have to kill this. So don't go away, all right? If I could just keep that in there. You know what I like to do. Let's see. Let's do this. Let's get the brush stroke to what we want. Let's do this. Let's do this to show that there could be hair there. That'll be kind of cool. Now I'm going to put this like I did here. I'm going to put it on there, and I'll let you know if we can use it or not. I'll get back to you on that. So to own that color, I'm going to do this. 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 Now we're kind of in the color range. Pull this into the mass. Could be. Yeah, let's give a nice little linear touch here, just for the heck of it. It'd be fun. This is just having fun, you know. Voila, and just let it be like that. So let's continue. See, we need to make these statements to see if the color is right, and I'll probably work on another area and then come back. I'm going to adjust the top of the form. I'm going to do my Go a little richer down here because we're away from the light source. Yes. Oh, Stephen. And let's give it a vertical read. So we feel the vertical going through. I'm liking that red. Ooh, I'm liking that red. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. Yes. Yes. I don't like this form. I don't find that attractive. Let's do like this, bring that down. Just like that. Voila. Okay, that's that. Now let's go on to Can I borrow some of your paper, please? I've got mine tied up somewhere. I can't remember where. Okay. Less is more on the shoes, you guys. Less is more. Less is more. Oh, I can't move this now. Okay, let's do this. Just gonna put a nice dark in here and see if I can get away with it. And this is gonna describe form. This is gonna describe form. And this is gonna describe everything back here. Voila. And keep that as a halftone. Pull that in. Just because it's out of our eyesight, we're gonna take this down a little bit. And we got our color, there we go. Keep that, that's it. We've done enough there. Pull this in. It can be, that maybe it's a little too big right there. All right, that's enough for that. Let's now, this, you see this, what we've done here? That's enough. We kind of nailed it because it's okay, it's working. We sense it's the material, we sense it. You don't want to overpaint. That's my call on this stuff. You can do whatever you like. I mean, it's hard for me to say this is the way to do it other than the fact that you're in my class and you take these courses, but the less you labor on this and you've got a beautiful color mass and a beautiful form. Now I'm going to correct this, I'm going to correct that. I'm going to come over here with one color. one color, and I'm just going to hit 1, 2, 3 things, and that's it. Okay, that's nothing more than that. And then I got to get away. So let's mix that color. Let's get going. All right, cool. Cool. So it was olive green and sienna. Now you know this is these are transparent colors, so let's see what we can do here. We don't want color. We don't need a lot of color here. We don't need to. That could work. I'm going to pull this in. I don't know how I can sell this idea to you, but for me personally, when you have a beautiful shape that just has beauty in itself without, I'm gonna diminish this form here a little bit because I want it out. I want this to be out of the viewer's eyesight here. So when I design something like this, and it is a design, it's up there obviously, but and it has a beautiful form just on its own without a lot of lines and stuff going around. I'm kind of a happy camper. So you may want to keep that in mind. I didn't want to see now. I'm gonna turn the form with light here. I'll pull that in. I have a dark I want to place right away. I've got one more form. I think I'm gonna use this. All right. And I want edge down here. And I want edge over here. Because that's your cast shadow. And if you don't get it down here, we really don't care. It's no big deal. But whatever. Okay, we're almost there. I'm not sure that's going to sit there. Okay, it's a little aggressive. These things may be aggressive. I can't tell you yet. I'll get back to you on that. I'm going to mix this area here. No. It's starting to irritate me. That green, the green that I asked you guys to get, it's wonderful transparent. It's a wonderful transparent color, but it's hard to work in an opaque. So. There we go. That's my color. I'm sticking with it. All right, let's get an edge on. I'm going to see if this will work. And see if it works. If it's too much, I'm going to take it out because it'll just give the viewer a provenance. Could be. Edge, hard edge. Just let that be now. Just let this be. And we'll see if it's too much, it's too much. There's something I'm going to do. I just don't like this color. It's a little too aggressive, so I'm going to do this. So I'm going to marry the color into the painting more. Voila, I think that's a better solution. All right, almost done. Almost done. This is watercolor, n'est-ce pas? That's watercolor because you learn in watercolor that to really make something dance and fulfill itself, you throw in color, although obviously it's not there. You know, it's so obvious. Okay, we're almost there. Now this is this color. That's all. This is it. This is it. I'm going to go to my darks, extremely dark. It's going to be so much darker than you think you need. Okay, there we go. Going to lighten it just a tad. What is it's into our, it has more of a blue tint. I'm going to get over there. Just take your time now. This is interesting thing about dark colors and colors in general. When you eventually, if you decide you want to do abstract work, you spend at least 3/4 of your time adjusting colors, little touches of color on a big abstract painting, because the field of color that moves through an abstract form has real importance, extremely important. So what you learn there is just to hang in there and get the right color. You see, this was a given. It's nowhere. It was a given. It may not be good. I don't know. I can't tell you. But it was a given. It's something that's it's told. You're told to do these things, but you got to hang in there and go to the right solution. That's all. Your secret. The more advanced the painter is, the more advanced, the longer he's been painting, the longer he takes to mix that color. That's all. Simple. Simple. And vice versa. The shorter he's been painting, the quicker they get to their color. Anyway. All right. I'll have to see if I like that. It's just the same here. I'm going to put the color on. You don't even see it. It's the idea. I'm going to generate a pattern. As I come away from the light source, it's going to be less aggressive. We're going away here. I just may do this. Just take it in. This material, unless it's silk or nylon or something really shiny, it absorbs light. It absorbs light. You see, now this is lighter than the other. Okay, now you're going to go in and correct any linear patterns you need to do. You're going to do it now, before the next go. I'm gonna break my line a little bit with mineral spirits because that cuts the oil and I get a sharper line. And material is this. If you want to negotiate. See, nice, sharp, interesting form. This is good. I want to keep that. That's good. Oh, I know what I wanted to do. Just by doing this, that color may work. All right, let's just do this and this. I'm going to hit one more go, and I may not even need that. I don't know. We'll see. I will put it on though, because you want to try it. Just get right up to the light. That's it. That should be it. Get an echo over here. Get an echo of the color. All right, that's it. So this is the last demo. What we could do, why don't we break for, and you guys set up, and then I'm going to look at this, and if there's something I want to talk about that's pertinent to your research, and I'll come back in just 5 seconds to do it, okay? Okay, while we were on break, I repainted this guy. I took him down in value a little. I broke the color here, so we really don't even see this. Put a shadow pattern that went into nothing. Put a dark form in here just to show that there's a shadow and to diminish that aggressivity. What else did I do? Now what I want to do while you're here is just this. I really like this pattern here, but it's not, doesn't describe enough. So I'm going to do this, and I'm going to put some hair form in here. So we know that it's coming from his long hair. Voila, I want to do this. And that's just about it for that. And what else did I do? I'm going to put this. That's it. Now I combined this color. That's, so if I crop, I can crop here, and it makes sense. I'm just going to put a little highlight on the shoe. We don't want to bring attention to anything here. We just make it kind of pretty in itself. When we do our highlights, we start to the color we see about. And we go slowly lighter. Okay. This is going to describe form. And we'll see if we even could be. And what I like to do is that little line. That's a change of pace. That's called change of pace. And I'm going to turn the form here. With my light, and with my light, I'm going to turn the form, and then I'm going to hit the top of the highlight. And we'll do it just once. That's it. And I think that's enough. That's enough. That's it. That's it. That's the big show. I'm going to pull this out. All right. Now, I don't know if this is good or what, but the thing is, you understood what we did, how we went about it. Oh, you know what I want to do? I want to do this. I want to do a little more dark right back here. Just a little more dark. That's exactly what I want. Okay. Wow, there you go. Now you want to see how it looks when it's framed up, because it'll be cutting here. So that color, this color is smaller. It'll have another effect. It'll actually be more intense. That's it. Okay, cool, we're cool.